JB Bickerstaff did a phenomenal job when he was there, but it was a disconnect probably in the locker room, which caused, the breakup of the two. And he's doing a heck of a job with the Pistons right now.
Yes.
Could this be a case very similar to Golden State where Mark Jackson was there, kind of built the core, some things didn't work out. Steve Kerr comes in with a different philosophy, but more of a mature team, and things take off. Now, I'm not saying that Cleveland's going to win, 4 championships and, go to the finals, 6-7 times like that. But it has that kind of feel to it. Am I right? Kind of the team has been together. Now you bring in a different voice, more offensive-minded, utilizing the talents a little bit different, and boom, you got some success.
We see this happen all the time, including the very first team I ever covered, the Lakers, right? I covered a young Shaq and Kobe starting in 97, and they, they won 60 games under Del Harris, and they were a very good, strong, and deep team that made the conference finals and all this, but they couldn't break through until Phil Jackson became the head coach. It's not an exact, these are not precise analogies, but there are various versions of this over the course of NBA history. And so, yeah, I think, Kenny Atkinson coming in, JB Bickerstaff did an incredible job with the Cavaliers. That should not be overlooked at all. And he's the one who molded them into a really high level defensive team. And when they grafted on Donovan Mitchell, they putting him next to Darius Garland, there was always going to be an adjustment period there. And there've been injuries the last couple of years, trying to get two ball dominant guards who both are used to, scoring a lot, playmaking a lot, getting them in sync, and then getting the two bigs in sync. There was a lot to try to figure out there. And frankly, I was skeptical that it was going to work. I thought they needed to trade at least one of those core 4 guys. But so far under Kenny Atkinson, it's working really well. And yeah, sometimes you just need a fresh set of eyes or some fresh ideas. Sometimes a coach gets you to the 50-win mark, and it's the next guy who comes in who gets you to 57 or 58 or to a conference finals or wherever the Cavaliers may ultimately land. Not for nothing. This is not to pour cold water on their start at all. 13-0 is 13-0. They have had mostly a pretty soft schedule. They're going to play the Celtics, I think, next Tuesday. I can't wait for that one. That will be, you can't place too much emphasis on a November matchup, but I think that's going to be an important marker for them. And, Celtics are defending champs. On top of that, too, the Eastern Conference is kind of a disaster right now. Teams like, the Sixers, the Bucks, way underachieving in both cases. The Knicks were supposed to be one of the top teams in the East and may yet become that, but as of right now have had a little bit of a slow start out of the gate. And so all of that, I think, is probably benefited the Cavs too, just in terms of contrast, right? Like you expected a bunch of teams to be jockeying for a position to try to knock off Boston. Right now, it looks like Cleveland and Boston and everybody else is trying to catch up. But again, it's mid-November. We can't react too hard right now.
Check out new episodes of The Jim Jackson Show every Thursday. Watch on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page. Follow the show on Instagram @Jim Jackson Show, or listen wherever you get your podcasts.